I was at this party the other day, and this guy came up to me, not like the hot guy that I wanted to hang out with. Like, this guy came up to me. He was like a healer. I think he was like in his 50s. I live in Venice, so it's like, you never really know what you're going to get. And he came up to me, and I always like to just give people an opportunity to share what they're passionate about. And, he's really passionate about healing people. And he does a lot of like energy work where he like feels your chakras and your muscles and can sort of like tell you where you're at. So naturally I was like, can you tell me where I'm at? Because like, I love this stuff. I love like learning more just about energies, and some of it's bullshit. Some of it's kind of true. And so he put his hand on my back. He's like, can I put my hand on your back? I was like, sure. It's been so long. Sure, why not? I'll take anything at this point. And he literally did. And he was like, I was like, oh God, like what? He was like, your heart chakra is so closed. And honestly, it was probably the first time where I kind of just looked at him and was like, you know what? You're absolutely correct. And it was also the first time that I acknowledged that. And for those that are new here and have like no idea what the hell I'm saying, because I just sort of went into the story, I was in a relationship for almost 2 years. I lived with somebody. We broke up last October. Wow, it's been almost a year. And I've been single since, basically dating myself, which has been wonderful. But this has been the longest since I've been alone. Like, I haven't really even been with somebody. Like, I've been on one date. I've made out with one person and like hooked up with one person. I actually made out and hooked up with, no, those are the same people, one person. Granted, like when my ex and I broke up, it wasn't like a matter of me wanting to be with him. I was very just focused on myself. You get to a point in your life where you've lived long enough or you've done things long enough where you know that the next relationship or the next guy or the girl, whatever it is, that's not really what you need right now. Like, you actually just need to be with yourself. So I was like, whatever. I was very focused on myself, and now it's been almost a year. Wow. And, I got to tell you, I don't know. I was telling someone this the other day that like something is different. Like, I don't know if I'm emotionally blocked to opening my heart up, or if I'm scared, or I just like don't really know how to access that part of me right now. But I want to meet somebody and I want to build a life with somebody. And I really am ready to do that. But I'm closed off. And I think when he said that, I just at first wanted to be like, what do you know? And then I just was like, damn. No, you're right. And I never really thought of it like that. I kind of just thought I know exactly what I want. And so I'm not going to deal with the bullshit, which is true. That is definitely true. And maybe I just haven't met somebody who I wanted to open my heart up to. I mean, I put myself out there. Like, I'm on the apps. It's just the worst. The apps there are people that have messaged me on those apps, and I'm like, are you real? Is this a real thing? And someone's like, are you just trying to promote your podcast on your app? And I was like, yeah, kind of. And then if someone finds me on the app and then they go to my social media page, I feel like they're immediately like, what the fuck? Because I'm so, I'm so public and out there. Can you imagine if they found my TikTok? And they're probably just like, this girl's a lot. And I'm not as, if you meet me in person, like I am the same everywhere all the time, but you know what I mean? It might feel like a lot more so when you look at my social media than it actually is. I don't know if that makes sense. I mean, maybe I'm a lot, whatever. They're just too little, Yeah, but I was just thinking that it's been so long, and it makes me kind of worried, to be honest with you. I'm like, is there something wrong with me? Like, maybe I don't like anybody. Like, maybe I'm like, what? Your head goes all these places, and then it goes to like, well, you want to have kids one day and you want to do this one day. And it's like, how the fuck are you going to do that without your person? And people do it all the time solo. That's not what I'm looking for. I have zero interest in that. So I trust the process. I really do. I also know that, for so long I would enter relationships like very all over the place. I didn't know what my business was. I didn't know how to make money. I didn't know how to do this or that. And I was always searching. And so I always, I really do believe that this process right now is like, okay, you're building a successful business. You're like feeling better about yourself, all the things that, so when you find somebody, you're not going to bring that shit with you. Like, sure, there'll be good days, bad days. So I tell myself that, but I thought it was interesting. And I definitely have been going, like moving. And I think I've been not as connected internally. Not like running from something, but I'm just moving a lot, like physically. And so I'm just going to try to slow it down a minute. Like breathe, connect to my body, my heart, open my heart. So that next time this guy sees me, he's like, your heart is so open. I don't know. We got to trust the process, right? Like sometimes you got to date yourself and you got to love yourself and you got to be with yourself and do certain things first and then meet your person. Some people don't need that process. Like everyone is so different. And that's what I've learned is not everyone's journey is the same. However, I will tell you this. I always knew that I was never going to be the first person who got married or found their person. I always knew I was going to be the last because I just knew the journey wasn't going to be as easy as that. And that it was going to take me time to figure certain things out. And I was right about that. So I'm okay with that. But I'm going to start putting it out there more. Like I spend so much time on my business and like my community and stuff. I spend a lot of time thinking about how many people I'm going to help, thinking about myself on stage, thinking about how much money I make and how much money I want to make and visualizing and opening myself up to it. And so if I could try to figure out how to take some of that energy and put it into this, I think that the door will open, maybe my heart will open. And I think I am a little scared to open my heart. Not because I was so bruised last time. I really wasn't. Like my relationship was really nice and healthy. But I'm scared to be distracted. I really am. I'm really scared to be distracted. For someone to show up in my life and distract me from my path, from what I'm doing now, and if they're not going to stay. And so I'm just, I don't know. And I think I do, and I don't think, I know, I do know what I want. So there is an aspect of that too. Like I was out the other day and met this guy. I really hope he never listens to this. And we were at this bar. I met him at this bar and then we went to this other bar later, whatever. And I thought it was cute. But I was open to it. I was like, okay, he's cute. Like we can hang out at the bar and that's it, whatever. And like within 20 minutes, I was over it. Like that's how fast it is for me. And people will be like, that's crazy. And I'm like, is it though? And he was like, what's going on right now? Like you were just so into it. And I was like, I was open to it. There's a difference. And he was like, what? And I know why I was so turned off by it is because he was really cute and really nice and sweet. And I liked that he was like forward and direct. Like I really like forward and direct people, but I don't necessarily like vibe with people that are like very high energy like me. Like, we don't like that is so scary. Can you imagine two me's in a room? Like are you like I'm the person that's dancing. I'm the person that's like more of the center of attention. I can definitely like take a step back. Zero problem with that. I want someone who like can hold their own space and people love being around. But I don't want someone like me. Like I don't want somebody who loves to be the person on the dance floor. Like I want the person who's like watching me and thinks it's funny and cute and like joins me for some of the songs, but like doesn't need to do that. And this guy was like sort of like me. He was like dancing and really like being crazy. And I'm sure that someone else would have really appreciated it. But for me, I was just like, that's not my style. Like, you're not matching my energy. Just like you're overriding it. Yeah, that's what it is. So I knew in that sense, it wasn't a matter of like my heart being closed, right? Like you do know when I say my heart is closed, I mean the sense where like, it's not like I'm with someone that I really like and my heart's closed. It's like, I haven't really been manifesting. I haven't really been thinking. I haven't really been calling in somebody the way that maybe it would be helpful for me. or like feeling into what I'm looking for. But when I meet someone that I think is cute, I'm very open to like talking to them. I just like, it doesn't take me a very long time to be like, I'm out. So that's where I'm at. I don't know. That's what I felt like talking about today. And just some things to update you on. So we got the Walking Away from Weed program starting tomorrow. If you're listening to this right now, you can absolutely still join. And it's the 4-day program. But if you're not ready to take that step and you're looking for a step before that, you should definitely join the First Step seminar. It starts on Thursday, and it's an incredible space and place to start. If you don't know where to start, or if you keep falling off track, or you're not 100% sure if you want to walk away, or you're not ready to walk away, or you're scared of withdrawals, or you're scared of the loneliness and the boredom and all the things that come with walking away, and maybe you're a couple days into your journey, maybe you haven't started at all, maybe you're a couple weeks, this is a really great experience. It's going to help you learn about the steps that I took before I actually walked away, that got me prepared to walk away, that helped me overcome and work through my fears, because I had a lot of fears and that would stop me from walking away. And so once I overcame them and I strengthened my mindset and I built systems for myself, it actually got me ready to walk away. And so a lot of people think that sometimes the first step is going on the walk, and sometimes, most of the time, it's just finding good shoes, right? And so the First Step seminar is a great place to start. And everyone who joins the seminar obviously gets a special little discount to the Walking Away from Weed program if they choose to continue. So reach out to me. I'm gonna link it in the show notes. I always feel so cool when I say that. I don't know why. I'm gonna link it in the show notes, and you can reach out and DM me. But don't wait, because it's gonna fill up, and it starts on Thursday, and the price is raised every 2 days. So it started at $99. Right now it's $120. I'm changing the price tonight to $175, and the final price will be $250. So we start Thursday. It's a great place for you to start. Sometimes it's just that first step, and it's not really even taking the step, but it's making sure that you got the foundation to be able to go on that walk. So that's where we're at. And then the doors are going to open for the next round of Walking Away from Weed. It's going to be in October, and it's going to be a little different this time around, but I am taking people for the wait list for early bird special. I always do this, so there's probably going to be like 4 prices throughout the launch, and the first one is going to be $220, and the final price will be $600. So I'm going to put that out there, but if you're already ready and you want to go, please feel free to DM me, get you signed up for the early bird, and we'll go from there. That's really it. I got a few more things. I do have some things that I've been working on, audios and videos to send you, especially if you sign up for the program, for the next program, and there's like a little bit of a wait for when the program starts. You're going to get some stuff now in between that. Little videos and things that will help you move forward as you're waiting for the program. So, yeah. And the date could change, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be in October, but it could be sooner. Yeah. Okay. It's obviously time to go. Okay. I love you. I'll see you guys soon. I'll see you next Monday.